Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss again a strategic framework for decision making that is widely used for high velocity teams and precision ownership organizations. And this is the framework is named as DACI, DACI, right? So the framework architecture, we will be understanding the mechanics of modern group decisions. So DACI versus RACI versus Rapid. So DACI is decision centric, focuses on clarifying decision rights, ideal for fast paced environment where ownership is ambiguous and momentum is critical. And before this, I have created a video for RACI also that is task centric, that is designed for execution workflows, best for complex operations where multiple parties contribute to a single deliver. And post before prior to that, I have also discussed about rapid framework where I have given a whole ownership and that is far different. So let's talk about DACI. This is currently only focusing on decision rights, how the decisions are made in the team to execute the projects effectively and deliver the outcomes. So there are four pillars of DACI, right? The D stands for driver, A stands for approver, C stands for contributors, and I is for informed. So the driver is initiating and managing the decision process through to completion, right? From the initiation till the execution and the deliverable is done, the driver is responsible. Mostly the driver is just driver role could be product manager, project managers who drive the projects and outcomes. Approver is a single individual with final authority to make the call, like the person who has the approval authority for implementing any type of thing. Let's suppose you are working in a SaaS organization where a product based platform where a new feature is needs to be implemented, and you need to discuss that feature with your team inside, and the CEO of the organization or the CTO of the organization has the responsibility for approving that feature and aligning with the product and platform to make it feasible and available for the clients. So that is something called as approver. Like it should be a single individual with final authority to make the call. Then comes to contributors. Contributors are subject matter experts that provide data analysis and expert feedback. Contributors can be also from different teams, and it could be also like the person who has technical expertise, technical insights, the developers or something. Different domains and different organizations have different flows. Informed is parties notified of the outcome to align execution. Informed is like you can say about the stakeholders that needs to be informed across the project, that from initiation to the delivery, so that if there in case if there are any blockers or anything, the project gets stalled, then they can address the issues and have the momentum in place to deliver the project. So the driver, process ownership, steering the decision. The driver is the project CEO for a specific decision. Their role is not necessarily to do the work, but to ensure the process doesn't fail. Responsibilities, some of the responsibilities are gathering input, setting deadlines, and briefing the approver with options and trade-offs, right? So the driver here could be a product manager or a project manager, I would say, for example, that key they need to drive the project from the clearly and align with the process, gathering inputs, setting up the deadlines, that when we will be having the minimum viable product for that feature or for that project, and when the general availability falls in place. So like these type of things are there when it comes to driver and process ownership. Let's go to the approver, the final call, which is having the ultimate authority. The approval holds the veto power and the final signature. For speed and clarity, there should strictly be one approver per decision. Naming a single person removes the committee bottleneck and fosters absolute accountability for the outcome. So there will be single approver for all the functionalities, like what needs to be implemented, what needs to be prioritized, what needs to be taken, what is out of scope. So that is the something like approver who will be approving all the things. He is having the veto power in when you are driving the projects using this framework. Contributors, the power of data, that is subject matter experts. Contributor provide the intelligence that informs the decision. They are our cross-functional partners who understand the implication of the choice. While they provide voice, they do not have a vote. This distinction is critical and to prevent consensus-driven delays, like to avoid any ambiguity, to avoid any type of delays or stalling of the projects. The subject matter experts comes into the play where they need to provide the right informations through data driven decisions or any other functional or throughputs or logical thinking, something like that. So basically they have the understanding of their area. They'll provide all the information so that nothing gets stalled, right? They don't have direct vote whether this thing will be implemented or not. They need to provide all the information to the approver. Then maintaining organizational alignment. The last one is informed. Stakeholders affected by the decision but not involved in the evaluation. They need to know what and why to start their execution, right? So informed are like you need to provide the information to the vice VP of your team or CEO of the team, CTOs, and if you are in a client facing projects, then you need to, then stakeholders are clients also are sometimes the secondary stakeholders, the primary stakeholders that are impacted with the project, and they need to be knowing the all the flow end to end communication should be there from the project, that what needs to be shared, what is right to share, you need to understand. The communication loop is like user shared decision record to broadcast outcomes immediately. The trust factor is when stakeholders feel properly informed, they trust the driver and approver even when they were not consulted, right? So the in case if the stakeholders has the transparency and the understanding of everything, that this project is being driven by this person and approval is this, then they are trust is basically the trust factor is the most important thing in any organization. So if they are not also consulted, then they are also okay that decision and driver and approval are having the key responsibilities and understanding of what needs to be done and what needs to be taken place, right? The rule of one approver per decision, scaling through accountability. This is one of the research done by Bain. Like Bain research shows that for every person added to a decision making group over 7, decision effectiveness drops by 10%. By enforcing a single A, this DACI restores agility and prevents the dilution of responsibility often found in large committees, right? So this is a study that has been done by Bain, and it's proving that one approver per decision should be there, and in case if there are more in a decision making group over 7, then the effectiveness of the making the decision will drop by 10%. Like there would be confusion, there could be any other type of chaos or something, misunderstandings, misconceptions, and a lot of things can be there. So that is like scaling through accountability, that one approver per decision should be there. So let's suppose there is an application of product launch where decision phase is market targeting. Then the driver will have the responsibility of product manager. Approver will be the vice president of the marketing team. Contributors will be data science and sales teams, right? If feature set scope comes into the play, then the driver role changes to lead engineer. Approval will be head of the product. Contributor will be UX designs and customer success. Okay. Pricing and tiering. The driver will when you are pricing your product, let's suppose you are in the SaaS platform and you have a SaaS product, and you need to do the pricing tiering. Then the driver will be the finance lead. The approver will be CEO. Contributors will be marketing and product. Contributors will tell that how is the product placed, how well is the product, who are the competitors. So contributor will contribute to the information. Driver will spearhead the project. What price should be kept for each tier? Like there are different type of plans nowadays. And then approver will approve. The CEO will be approving. Launch date is the driver role will be of release manager. Approver will be CTO, and contributors will be marketing, QA, and developers. So as you can see that this matrix explains that with different types of fields, the roles are changing for the DACI matrix, right? So the driver comes to different when it comes to market targeting. The driver is different when it comes to pricing and strategies. So similarly, in your organization also, in your team also, you need to take that. And if you are implementing this approach or using this strategic framework to define things, then the same type of process will come to the play. Either in you are in operations, marketing, project management, product management, any type of technical team lead, or cloud DevOps, anything it is. So there will be always a driver, approver, and contributors. So the decision velocity impact. This is just a simple graph that explains that, no, like there's a 65% reduction in decision to execution lag time. Like people were confused in organizations about making a decisions whether to implement or not, and a lot of things were there. But now after implementing the DACI, the things have gained the velocity, and it really is well. So the clarity starts with single letter. Drive your next decision with DACI strategic framework. If you can implement this framework in your organizations, please do tell your story. If you are looking forward to implement DACI framework, or if you are looking out for something else, some other framework is being used in your organization currently and how well it is being performed, if you want to discuss those things, please write down in your comments. And in case of any queries, please reach out to me and I'll surely get back to you. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the information addressed in this video, and you have a good learning time. And in case if someone asks now what is DACI strategic framework, you will be able to answer like, yeah, this stands for this. And so please feel free to reach out in case of any queries, comments, anything. And thank you for watching the video. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for more updates. Regularly I will be keep coming up with some new frameworks, strategies, project managements, program managements, things. And in case if you are looking for some other type of video series, or on your request if you want to learn about some concept, please do write down. I'll surely try to create a thorough, comprehensive presentation with you and discuss that further. Thanks for watching.